crafty friends? Happy Sunday. I hope you're having the best Sunday that's available to you. It is the 22nd day of Vlogtober. We are now more than 2/3, 3/3, 3/4 math. We're now the majority of the way through the month. Whatever fraction that ends up being. You know, I went to a math and science magnet school, and yet, anyway, we're here to open some tiny presents. I hope Sunday is treating you well. Let's see what Asylum Fibers has in store for you today for us. Okay, 22nd. Yeah, I got concerned. I thought it was the wrong. Oh my gosh, I thought it was. That is, wow. I thought I was opening 24, but that is 22. And oh my gosh, y'all, this is so good. It is so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Look at it. It is not, the camera is not doing it justice. So we have this like maroon dark red and this gorgeous sort of neon violet. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love it so much. I love it so much. It's fantastic. I still don't understand the color story, but it's okay. I'm still here for it. It's fantastic. It's just so good. It is so good. Love it. Okay. Let's see what we have for our clue box today. We got 22. Okay, so yesterday was Mr. Green. This, I was convinced yesterday was Mr. Green. Or I was convinced yesterday was Colonel Mustard. However, seeing this, I understand this has to be Colonel Mustard. If this is not Colonel Mustard, I don't know. I'm going to be super confused. Is there more than one card? There's multiple cards in here. If I were the killer, I would kill you next. It is Colonel Mustard. Okay. I feel vindicated. Did I just get... Oh. Oh, this says open package 31 for a surprise. The killer ran through the secret passage. It's the secret passage. Should I open it now? Should I open it? I was going to save it for... But it says I should open it now. Should I? I don't know. I'm so confused. Okay, so Colonel Mustard. I feel like it's telling me that I have to do it, so I feel like I have to do it. There's multiple packages. Oh, okay. So we have a special package for the secret passage. And then we still have 31. That's awesome. I love it. Okay. So, secret passage. This is exciting. I'm glad I did that. Ooh. That is interesting. Sorry about that. Adam came in just as I was talking. So this is the secret passage. Look at that. That is interesting. That is super cool. I like it. This would go really well with like that first Aspen color. So yeah, that's really cool. Really cool. I love the fact that it was like, hey, here's an extra special thing. So I'm glad I went ahead and followed the directions. Look at that. It's so cool. It's so cool. So there's an extra mini. So there's 31 minis, and then I think there's going to be a full scan on the 31st. That's so awesome. Okay. So that is our clue box. Lastly, we have the Asvent. Let's see what day 5. Oh, look at that. Yeah, yesterday was a little interesting because it was just black. That's cool. That's really red. Ooh, I like it. Nightmare on Ass Street. Look at it. I love this two-tone thing that they do where it's like completely different colors at the ends. That's super cool. Really, really nice. Okay, so we're back to the skeins that I find really, really cool. So I was concerned. I was concerned after yesterday's black cat's ass. So yeah, Nightmare on Ass Street. So that is all of our tiny packages for today. I hope you are taking some time to rest, take care of yourself, do what you need to do, take action where you need to take action, take rest where you need to take rest, and I'll see you all again very soon. Good morning, crafty friends. Happy day 23 of Vlogtober. It's Monday, the 23rd of October, and we're here to open some tiny presents. So the weekend, the weekend was so short, y'all. The weekend just flew by. The parties were good on Saturday. Yesterday, I was supposed to have brunch with friends. It got canceled because one of the friends got sick, which was actually okay. I was okay with that. I was looking forward to the brunch, but I'm also just as happy that I didn't have to go and do people-y things. I got to hang out with Heike and Rachel a little bit on Zoom, so that was really nice. Got some bird box stuff done on Saturday. Yesterday was not a good day for me to try to get any kind of businessy things done. Yesterday was cursed for some reason. I have no idea. Anyway, having a little bit of struggles with some of the stuff I'm trying to do for bird box. I'll get it figured out one way or the other. So I hope y'all had the best weekend that was available to you, and we're gonna get into the opening of stuff because it's a busy week this week. So. Before we do, though, the biggest piece of news from the weekend is that I finished my snarkometer. So my shawl is completely finished. It's going to be difficult to show it to you all at once. I'll try to hold it up this way. So this is the starting end right here. And this is about where I picked it up. No. This is about where I picked it up when I finished Bated Breath. So I started in this green section here. So I've knitted all of this in September and October. And here is the end. You can tell, you can probably tell, it's a lot looser at this end than it is at this end. Apparently in 2021, when I started this, I was a much, much tighter knitter. I've loosened up quite a bit. I'm hoping that this will block out to at least be a similar size to the other end. It's pretty stretchy, so I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be fine when I block it out. So, but it's finished. It is completely finished. I need to weave in a couple of the ends. I do the weave and Steven method to weave in as I go when I add and change colors, but I have the tail end and the front end and like one tail at the beginning that I need to weave in. So I've got a couple of ends to weave in, but otherwise it is finished and just needs to be washed and blocked. These colors are fabulous. They're just awesome. They're super awesome. They're coming out darker on camera, but this is going to be a great shawl to wear to work, because the colors are very, I wouldn't say toned down, but they're definitely more muted than a lot of the colors that I go for. So this is going to be a fantastic sort of neutrally kind of thing to wear to work. And it's been getting chilly in the office, so this is going to be good. I'm just gonna leave this right here for now. Let's get into the tiny presents. So I accidentally spoiled Rachel. I'm sorry, Rachel. I forgot that she wasn't opening this box yet, and I put the thumbnail with all the colors. Oops. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Okay, so day 23. Ooh, look at that. It's trying to peek us into the last color there. I like it. So this is the purpley vibes from the last one. With some pink. Wow, it's like really washing out. If I hold it back here, that's a little bit truer, but closer to the light, that's a lot. So yeah, back here is more what it looks like. It is closer to like a neon fuchsia kind of thing. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. Let's So you try to shove that right back in there. And now our clue, which again is going to be, this is going to be our, I guess, okay, not the last weapon. But it's going to be a weapon because all the stitch markers have been weapons. And it's a little bitty package, so it must be a stitch marker. It is that the candlestick? No, we had the candlestick. What is this? Oh, the dagger, maybe. It doesn't look much like a dagger, but I mean, it's pointy, but oh, the knife. Okay, they're calling it the knife. The dagger, the knife, the whatever. So, okay, so let's mark that off. So, potentially, the murder weapon is either the wrench or the rope, because the rope is the only weapon we have left. But the wrench is the one that we got on the day that was supposed to be the weapon day. So yeah. So that is what it is. So that is today's Cesium Yarns clue box. I don't have time to go into it today, but Cesium Yarns and obviously a bunch of other yarn purveyors were at Wool and Folk, I believe was the festival this weekend. Near Rhinebeck. It was a pre-Rhinebeck wool festival that apparently went completely haywire, total chaos, complete disaster. If I have time tomorrow, I'll talk a little bit about what I have read about it. But yeah, I saw a post from Cesium Yarns talking about their not great experience, and I feel really bad for all the participants and all the vendors at that event. So yeah, it's yeah, drama. The event organizers did everybody really poorly, and I feel bad about that. So, day 6 of our Asvent from A Whimsical Wood Yarn. Is this another black one? Really? There better be another color at the bottom of this, because all I'm saying is like, okay. Ooh, look at that. Okay, I like that. Jacko-ass. Okay, so that's good. I like that. I was like, if there are 2 black skeins in here, we're going to have a problem. But no, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at it. I love these 2-tone dyes that Cesium does. These are or not Cesium, that A Whimsical Wood does. I love them. I love them so much. So, okay, that's all I have for you today. Like I said, I have to go because I've got lots of stuff to get done today. I'm going to get my ring to do my sleep study in just a few minutes, and I'll be doing that tonight, and then getting the results in a few weeks, and then work, and small business stuff, and yeah, it's busy. It's busy. And then more socializing this weekend. Yay! Can you tell I'm excited? Okay, so I'll see you all again soon. Have the best day that's available to you. Bye. Hi, crafty friends. Welcome to day 26. Yeah, day 26 of Vlogtober. It's Thursday. The week is thankfully getting ready to wind up, and we're here to open some tiny presents. We're also here to talk about some crafty plans, like it's a floss tube or something. You would think that I was a person who did a floss tube once in a while. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the things. So I think actually I'm gonna talk about the crafty updates before we get into the opening the tiny presents, just because. And because I missed a couple of days, we're gonna open a few days all at once. So I need to open presents from the 24th, the 25th, and today. So we got several things to open up. But let's talk about some crafty plans and progress. So Tuesday was the official beginning of hashtag one Cal to rule them all and hashtag one Sal to rule them all, which is a Fellowship of the Stitch endeavor that Megan Plexicthy, it's her and Amy's brainchild, not grandchild, brainchild. They decided, it started out as just a stitching thing, a cross-stitching thing, and then they were asking me if I'd like to join. I said, absolutely. Also, I found this knitting pattern that I really love. Can we do the knitting also? So it's both a stitchy and a knitty craft along, make along. So we're working on the Nemarie tapestry, which is a modern folk embroidery chart. I'm probably not going to take the time to edit the pictures in here. Go follow Megan Plexicthy on Instagram. All of the pictures are there. And this is another one of my this is my one of my project bags from the sewing shop, Kaylee Tent Stitch. I love this project bag. I thought this would be, well, one, it's rainbows, so of course I love it, but also it's got the gems and stuff, and I thought since we're walking to Mordor, since that's the whole point, is we're doing a couple of Lord of the Rings themed projects with the idea that we're walking to Mordor to throw the cursed ring into the fires of Mount Doom. So October 24th was chosen because that is the day that Frodo set out from Rivendell with the Fellowship to go to Mount Doom. And so what we're trying to do is do these projects starting around October 24th and finishing them up in March. I forget the specific date, but that's the day that theoretically Frodo gets to Mordor and tosses the ring into the fires of Mount Doom. So the Nemarie tapestry is Jacob's interpretation, or is inspired. Jacob was inspired by Lord of the Rings and an Elvish song or Elvish poem that Tolkien wrote. So that is the stitchy part, is that chart, and I am going to be stitching it on this piece of 40 count. So this is I dyed this. This is my dye. And I call this colorway Wrath. So I thought it was quite appropriate for the fires of Mordor and the flames of Mount Doom. I thought that would be pretty cool. I'm going to be stitching the chart in this fantastic silk from Mrs. Sadis. I did a little bitty test stitch right there, so you can kind of see what it's going to look like. This needle minder was given to me by my friend Beck. It's awesome. It's rainbow scissors. Rainbow scissors. So let me show you the this is the Mrs. Sadis silk. This is the colorway Peacock, and it's gorgeous. I love it so much. So so that's what we got going on here. I think it's going to be super fun. I'll be starting this, actually stitching on it this Sunday. Megan is hosting a Zoom, so another reason to go check out Megan on her Instagram. She's got the form to sign up for the Zoom if you want to hang out with us and stitch on our Lord of the Rings projects. So I'll get this officially started this coming Sunday. I believe that starts at 6 p.m. Eastern, and Megan has all the times and everything on her thing, in her links in her bio on Instagram. So make sure you go check that out. I'll try to remember. I'll try to get this posted on YouTube early enough so that if you're watching it, excuse me, if you're watching the public version over on YouTube, you'll still have time to actually get signed up. So that is the stitchy part. The knitty part is it's a design called Arda by Refracted Light Designs. I'm forgetting the designer's name, and it's a name that I should remember because it's similar to somebody else's. But anyway, I don't have the I don't have my instructions here, or my pattern here with me, but I've gotten a pretty good start on this. So I did start this on Tuesday. This is the very baby beginnings of my Arda shawl. So it's charted for 3 different sizes. You can do the massive one, which has an additional piece that is stitched onto the side using intarsia. Yes, I believe it's using intarsia. I'm doing the middle size technically, which is the small shawl size, and then there's a scarf size that's smaller than the shawl. But you can see this is not going to be no baby shawl. This is going to be a good sized shawl. It's especially going to be a good size shawl because I am using a 31 skein countdown set for this. I think I may have talked about it. So I have 31 colors that I will be weaving into this, and based on the designer's instructions, I should be using pretty much every bit of all of those skeins. So it's gonna be a big boy. It's gonna be a looking boy, as Beck would say, a long boy. So this is about uh 14 rows in, 15 rows, something like that. So as you can see, I only have the barest little bit. It doesn't look like a whole lot yet, but she is shaping up. She is shaping up. So I've been working on this since Tuesday. I actually I cast it on at work and I messed it up. And so then I had to pull it out and I recast it on Wednesday, which was just yesterday. Was Wednesday just yesterday? Oh my gosh. So yeah, so I originally cast it on Tuesday, and then recast it on yesterday at lunch. Worked on it at night, and this is what I have so far. So it's a pretty simple pattern really, because it's just 2 rows that repeat forever. It's going to be interesting to see how motivated I can stay with this one because it is just 2 rows that repeat endlessly forever, forever and ever. But it is going to be changing colors every 20-ish rows or so. So I have quite a few rows left before I add in the second color, but that probably won't take me too long. And yeah, so that's where we are. That's where we are with Arda. And Namarie will start this weekend, and we'll get it going. I've seen several folks on Instagram and social media already starting on their projects. It's very, very exciting. So I hope you'll join us. I think that Megan is planning on doing some prizes and things like that. So definitely she has a sign up form if you just want to participate in the stitch along and or the knit along. And then if you want to do, there's going to be more Zooms than just this weekend. So definitely get signed up on her profile so that you can be in the know when all the things happen. Obviously, I'll let you know as I know as well, because I'm going to be jumping in on those Zooms and participating with her and Amy in all the things. But yeah. So there's the progress. Also, since we're talking about, I'm hoping to start on this before the end of October, because it is kind of my mind just blanked, because it is sort of a spooky Halloweeny type of chart. The Witchy Stitcher just released the Black Pearl chart, which is like a sailing ship, like the Pirates of the Caribbean Black Pearl ship, and there's like an octopus underneath it, and it looks really, really cool. And I am planning on stitching it on this piece of fabric, but I think on this side of it, I can't remember. I'll have to look at my pictures again. I think it was going to be on this side. Regardless, I'm going to stitch it on this piece of fabric. This is another 40 count piece of fabric. This is also one of my hand dyes. This is one I call Lucid Dreams. And I just think it looks really cool because it looks kind of spooky, but it also looks kind of like oceany. And I think it'll be super fun with, I think I'm just going to stitch it in DMC Black. Or actually that really black silk from Bestitch Me. I might have to see if I can get my hands on some of that, and maybe I will stitch it with that blackest black. That'd be pretty good. So I thought it would look really cool. I love a good octopus, so I'm here for it. So at some point soon, hopefully, I'd like to start it on October 31st, or at least by October 31st. I feel like it doesn't matter when I stitch on it if I can get it started in the spooky season. So that's plans. It's way more stitching plans than I've had for a very long time. So we'll see how that goes. Because now that's 3 stitches that I'll be working on concurrently. The craft room is warm all of a sudden. Okay, let's open some tiny presents. You want to open some tiny presents? So today we have the very last, the very last of the Asylum Fibers after the smoke. After Beyond the Smoke. Beyond the Smoke is what it says. Okay. Because Jennifer, had suggested that maybe it was meant to be opened in reverse order. So Beyond the Smoke. So like this is the fire starting here, and then the sky clears, and then the green comes out after the fire. Maybe. She has a point, but there were no instructions included. So, you know. So let's look at the very last color. I suspect it's going to be something very like purpley fuchsia. Let's see. Oh, that's pink. It's very pink. That is quite pink. Ooh. Oh. Look at that. Well, it's... Okay, I'll hold it back here. It's still kind of washing out because it's much brighter. And especially like the end here, that's hot pink. Hot pink. Even pinker than these. But very nice. Okay, so that's not exactly how I expected it to end, but you know, it's an interesting set. It's very interesting. Oh, get in there, you. Get in there. So, there we have it. Beyond the Smoke, Asylum Fibers. Definitely unexpected. It's very different than I would have thought. But it's good. Okay. Unlike I usually do, I set all the little presents out ahead of time, and I did not do that this time. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna gather all the things. Okay. I pulled all the things out. So we have quite a few things to open. For the cesium yarns, we have 3 packages. It's going to be 3 skeins of yarn. There's my red pen. Okay. So this was Tuesday's. Ooh. It's very like fiery. This is the conservatory. Frightfully drafty, these old houses. So, the conservatory. Mark that off the list. It's a very nice colorway. I like how it looks like burning embers. It's like a fireplace. Day 25. That looks very orange. Ooh, that's pretty. Very nice. This is... I'm in this big house and I'm locked in the lounge. It's the lounge. The lounge. Which is, incidentally, the very last... Okay, so we're gonna... So the library must be the where, because we've now officially marked off all of the options for the where. But the library was the where that we opened on the day that supposedly was telling us where the murder happened. So the library. And again, that was that color. So that works pretty well for a library. It's very like wood grain. And then today... Day 26. Oops. I just tore that right in half. Ooh, that looks pinky. Oh, that's interesting. It's kind of a more separated version of the conservatory. So what is this? Just a red herring, ending number 2. That's funny. Okay, so there are our 3 yarns from Cesium Yarns. Very interesting. And very Phoenix vibes. Like flamey Phoenix vibes going on there. Have to try to keep those in order. Okay, that's Yeah, I already got them out of order. There we go. 24, 25, 26. I'll set them right there. And now we have our Aspen from a Whimsical Wood. Let's see what we've got. So this is Tuesdays. It's more black. There's lots of black. Interesting. So this is Quoth the Raven's Ass. Look at that. That's really cool. I like this kind of lavender purple seeping through there. Quoth the Raven's Ass. I think the names are as much fun as the colorways. And here is Yesterday's. Ooh, look at that pop of color. That's interesting. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, nice. I like that one too. Pumpkin Spiced Ass. That's gorgeous. This is a fantastic color. It's like super saturated orange. I like that a lot. It's really gorgeous. It's like pumpkin and cream. Nice. Okay, and then today's number 9. Ooh, that's some green. That's a whole lot of green. Okay, what do we got? It's just a lot of green. Okay. Eerie Glow. There's no ass in this one. it's just Eerie Glow. That is pretty that is some green. Y'all, it's like glowing. This is going to be an interesting set to try to use together because wow. I mean, we had this gorgeousness and then we've got this. I don't know that all these colors are going to work really well together. I mean, this is an interesting color, but I don't know what is going to go with this like acid green. But yeah, interesting. So, oops, shit. I just dropped it. Hold on. Okay. So we have Quoth the Raven's Ass. We have Pumpkin Spiced Ass. And then we just have Eerie Glow. That's an interesting combination. Yep. Okay then. Well, I like all the colors, but yeah, it's an odd combination. Okay, folks. Well, I think that is all that I have for you today. I'm pretty sure I'll be back hopefully tomorrow with another daily vlog for the patrons. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then the next clip will be just right after this. So I hope you're having the best day that's available to you. The world is a scary, scary place right now. There is lots of awful stuff happening. Please take action where you can. Please take care of yourself. Because you're no good to anybody if you're not taking care of yourself. You have to, what is the phrase? You can't pour from an empty cup. So make sure that you're also doing some self-care, but please, please, please take action where you can. There are lots of folks that need help right now. Lots of really awful things happening. And the worst thing we could do is turn a blind eye and not take action. So, take the actions that you can. There are lots of folks on Instagram, if you're following some of the same folks I am, or if you're following me, lots of folks are sharing great ways to be an activist, to contribute, to share resources and time and effort, to help the folks in Palestine and try to put an end to, some of the awfulness that is happening right now. So make sure you're doing all of that, but also make sure you're taking care of yourself. And I hope you're having the best day that is available to you, and I will see you again soon. Good morning, crafty friends. Happy Friday. We've made it through another week, and October is nearly over. I can't even believe this month has gone by so fast. It's mind-boggling. Okay. Today's the 27th. It's the 27th day of Vlogtober, and it's a Friday. I'm so excited that it's a Friday. I desperately need a few days off. Work has been very busy, mostly because things are not working the way I need them to work. And when I say that, it's my data tools are not data tooling. and I'm Things are taking me much longer than I want them to take. And it might be just because I don't know, I don't have a full understanding of what I'm trying to do, or maybe it's, well, I know what I'm trying to do, but maybe I just don't have the best idea of the most efficient ways to go about it. I'm using a program called Demand Tools to help compare and update data between spreadsheets and our database system, which is Salesforce. These words may mean nothing to you, but anyway, it's a program. It's a program that lets us take data that's outside of Salesforce and compare it to what's inside of Salesforce. And there's all kinds of things. So yeah. Anyway, that has been my life for the last week, and it's going to be at least for another week. It's so much. It's so much. Anyway. I'm ready for this week to be over. I'm ready for this data to be done. I'm over it. So, how are y'all? How is it going for you? We have some tiny presents to open today. Only two tiny presents because we are officially done with the Asylum Fibers box. It was very fun. It was unexpected, but yeah, that one is done. That one, we do have a full skein to open on the 31st. But other than that, Asylum Fibers is done. We just have a Whimsical Wood, the Asvent, and we have the rest of the Cesium Yarns clue box. So we still have those, but before we get into that, I'm going to go back to and talk a little bit about some of the projects that I talked about yesterday as far as like plans and stuff going forward. There are a couple of things that I forgot about, partly because I did not have my folder full of stuff. So Jazz likes to laugh at me because I'm a paper person when it comes to my knitting. I like to have the paper pattern. I like to draw out my little grids and mark off my rows and my stitches and stuff like that. Jazz does everything in an app on their phone, and that's fantastic for them, but I like the satisfaction of using a pen to mark off things. So I actually created a whole system for Arda because it's huge. It's huge. Also, I went to the trouble of finding pics. That's not Arda. This is Arda. This is Arda. Okay, that's one of our hashtags. This is Arda. I don't know how many of y'all saw Sparta with Gerard Butler. This is Sparta. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I suppose if you have to explain it, it's not funny. I think it's hilarious. This is Arda. Okay. Moving on. I created a whole system for Arda. This is just the first of 4 pages because I'm using 31 colors. Let me lean over this way. My shoulder's bothering me, so I have my chair arm lowered. And Momo is right here. She's right there. She's right there. He is. Please don't lay over my papers, please. I would not like you to lay on top of my papers. Is that okay? So yeah, so I created this whole thing. Little boxes to mark off because there were just so many of them. So there's 31 sections, and so this is to tell me how many rows to knit to begin the color, and then this is to start fading into the next color, and then we have the next color fading into the third color, so on and so forth. 31 times. Excuse me. So because it just looks, I don't know, it makes my nerdy little heart happy because it looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. And I did it on Google Sheets, and I love it so much. I'm such a dork. If anybody else is doing 31 colors of Arda and you need this sheet, let me know. I'd be happy to share. I don't think I'm infringing on any intellectual property because I don't have any of the pattern information here. It literally just says row 1, row 2, and then color 1, color 2. So there's none of the pattern information. It's just helping you keep track of how you're changing the colors. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Obviously, you could scale this down if you're doing fewer colors or whatever. You are going to have to change the numbers won't work as well for you if you're doing the larger version that has, and the larger version is pictured here. Yeah, directions. The larger version is pictured here. So that is the large shawl size. You can kind of see that white edging on the back side. No, ma'am. On the back side of the shawl. That is the intarsia edge that's added in a different color, in a main color. I'm not doing that. Mine will be at least that long because I'm using 31 colors. The sample knitter used 23 mini skeins for this. So it's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be big one, but that's okay. I want it to be that way. Because it is Lord of the Rings, and because Lord of the Rings is epic fantasy, I wanted a shawl that is epic like the fantasy. So it's going to be an epic shawl, and it probably will take me approximately 82 years to knit this. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so this is Arda by Ethan Pyle is the designer. Refracted Light Knits on Instagram. And it was really nice. I forgot to mention this yesterday. So Ethan actually messaged me, which I thought was really sweet. I mean, it was a super quick exchange, but I had shared the pick and everything to my stories with all the different colors that I'm going to use, and tagged Ethan on his Instagram account, and he actually messaged me back and he's like, that's going to look awesome. And I was like, oh yay. I love it when a designer takes the time out to just kind of like be like, hey, that's great. It's very exciting when they do that. So that was a nice little feel good. The other thing I'm doing with this, because we're walking to Mordor, right? We're walking to Mordor. So here is my official walk to Mordor. I stole this. It's available for free on the internet. I'll try to remember to give you the link to this. And I will link you to, I'll link you to the original source rather than sharing the file. This is actually from the Johnson County Public Library. I'm not sure where in the United States Johnson County is, but it's from a public library. They did this in 2021, I believe. And this starts all the way from Hobbiton. We actually, as part of this Fellowship of the Stitch, we're starting in Rivendell. So we're actually starting right down here. So we start, and you can see I already put a shiny smiley. So here are my mile markers. If I can do my little shiny mile markers, which I'm actually, because I'm extra, I'm going to be trying to color match these to the parts of to the colors that I'm using in the shawl, because I'm extra. Y'all. But yeah, so I'm using this to mark off, and I'm basically doing 1 row per mile. It's not going to work out exactly. So there's like 1,290 miles or something from Rivendell to Mordor, and my shawl is theoretically going to have 1,070 something rows. It's okay. It's okay. We'll work it out. But we're starting here at Rivendell, with this particular effort. Let me turn this off so I can, so I don't feel like I have to lean. Pardon me. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to clear my throat. You can always tell when I start filming before I've officially had coffee and breakfast because I'm super congested. So here is the map. Let me hold it up so you can see it. And it's just super cute. It just marks off every 10 miles. And the idea is you're supposed to walk, like actually walk, but I mean, this is me we're talking about. So if you wanted to walk with us to Mordor, you could download this. You could keep track of your miles that way. There used to be a free app you could download to your phone. I have, according to my research, it's since disappeared. You can pay for the Challenger, the Conqueror Challenge, to do the entire walk to Mordor, but that's going to cost you $200. So, you know, the benefit of that is that when you finish walking to Mordor, you'll actually get 4 really cool medals, or 5 really cool medals. So if you want the medals, you can join the Conqueror Challenge. You'll have to look it up yourself. I'm not going to find the link, but if you just want to do stuff for fun, you can join us with this. This is just an easy peasy little map which I thought was cool. So I'm keeping this with my knitting project, and every 10 rows I'll put a new sticker. You can see I've already got 10 rows. So I've already walked 10 miles towards Mordor. And I'm just gonna, every 10 rows, I'm gonna mark off a thing, and maybe I'll get to Mordor by by March. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not gonna be counting my stitches in the same way because that's just, it's a little too extra for me. So speaking of stitches, I won't pull the fabric out again. Not going to pull the fabric out again, but I will show you the Namarie tapestry. So this is what I'm talking about when I talk about the Namarie tapestry. So a bunch of people have already started their stitching. I know Miriam of Marumi Crafts, Kim, Crafty Teacher DIYs, who else? Megan has started hers. Amy has started hers. So lots of folks have already started. And I'm noticing most everybody is like starting in the top corner. I'm going to be a rebel and I'm going to start in the center. I've seen lots of people doing borders, and I've seen lots of people doing that like top motif in the corner. I'm going to start in the damn center of the thing because... And it's so funny because usually I'm not a center starter. Usually I'm like, let's start in the corner because I want to start in the top corner. But this is the reason I'm not starting in the top corner for this one. Let me scoot over here. I'm not starting in the top corner on this one because I am undecided on exactly how much of those extra motifs I actually want to stitch. I may well take this, the top border here, and just repeat it on the bottom. I might flip it and repeat it on the bottom, and then be done. I may not actually do the swans and the horses and stuff. I am undecided. And since I'm undecided, I'm going to start with the center because I know that I'm going to do all of the Elvish text, and I'm going to do the borders around the Elvish text. So I'll do that top border and the side borders and the Elvish text. And once I get all of that done, then I'll make a call as to what else I'm going to stitch. Because part of me really wants to, excuse me, hiccups all of a sudden. Part of me really wants to do these swans down here. And I could repeat them at the top. But I don't know. And since this is probably going to be a years-long project, I have plenty of time to start, but I figured rather than starting at a place that I'm not sure about or that I'm unexcited about, I'm going to start in the center with the stuff that I know that I want to stitch and the stuff that I think I'm going to enjoy stitching. And then once I get done with that, I can either be finished or I can keep going. I can decide that later. So I'm going to start in the center. I might be the only person starting in a center on this particular chart. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I do need to determine the best place to actually place this. It's a pretty big chart. So the full chart is 309 high by 195 across. So I do need to place it on the fabric with the spacing for the full chart, just so I have that space if I want to go that way. So yeah, worst case, if I decide I don't want to stitch all the extra stuff, then it should be enough fabric to actually cut off the extra, have enough to frame or do whatever I'm going to do. And then I can use those for smalls, which is going to be awesome. So I'm okay with it either way. I'm probably not going to start it in the center of the fabric unless the fabric is only just barely big enough, which it honestly might be, because that's a big chart and that's a fat quarter. So I might actually be starting literally in the center of the fabric. We shall see, which is going to be interesting because it's got that big dark blob in the center. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's where we are with that. So I just figured I would show you the pictures and the stuff, also, because I didn't have pictures and I hate not having visuals. Here's the black pearl. So this is the thing. This is the design that I wanted to do on this fabric. And I was trying to do that whole, like, digitally put your stitch over top of the fabric thing, and Canva was thwarting me. So it's either going to go on this side or this side. I think when I did the Canva thing that this was the one that looked better, but I'll have to go back and look at my look at my Canva again because I can't remember. One of them looked a little too light and bright behind the ship. The other one was nice and dark. So I'll go with whichever. And I'll have to look on Be Stitch Me and see if I can get some of that cauldron silk, because that looks like it's going to be, oh, Moma's pushing stuff around. I just noticed that Luna has pulled the blankie half off of the ottoman and she's laying on the floor on top of the blankie. My cats, y'all. So anyway, I think I want to stitch it in that black cauldron silk from Be Stitch Me, because it's black. It's super black. It's lovely. And so that'll be really nice and dark against that blue and purple Lucid Dreams fabric. I think it's going to be amazing. Amazing. I'm excited. I'm excited. So that means I probably won't start it unless I might steal a thread from Michelle. Do you mind if I steal one strand of your cauldron? so I can officially start the black pearl before the end of October. Do you mind? I have to make sure that I can still purchase it first, because I don't want to steal one strand and then not be able to stitch the rest of it. But yeah, Michelle, do you mind? Anyway. Okay, so should we open some presents? Should we open some tiny presents? Maybe it's time for that. Let me continue to clear my throat. I really do apologize if the clearing of the throat annoys you. I'm sorry, but I don't have time to edit all of that out. That's too much trouble. Let's open some tiny things. Actually, let me pause and I will grab all the things and then I will be back. Okay, so today's the 27th. We have our 27th package here for the Cesium Cesium Yarns Clue Box. You open the correct side of it. This is going to be another stitch marker because it's a teeny tiny package, teeny tiny thin package. So, whee! And today is the rope, which makes a lot of sense. So we have the rope. Hold it so it's not so dangly. There we go. The rope. These stitch markers are really cool. I haven't seen stitch markers done quite this way. It's like they're etched on the back, and then cut around the etching. So that's pretty spiffy. Pretty spiffy. So that is Cesium, and then we have box 10 for a Whimsical Wood. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I like it. Grave robbing ass. Okay, so I do see some kind of like gangrene colors. We got some dirt and grave colors kind of at this end, and this is like putrefaction. And I noticed last night that Jazz commented that they were kind of sad that I was so disappointed in the solid black, but it's solid black. I mean, the thing is, I know as a dyer, it's really difficult to get solid black on yarn because the colors break and they do all kinds of funny stuff. So to get a good solid black is a task. It is a task. But as a knitter, it's just black. And honestly, I would have been probably about as unexcited if it were any solid color, because it's a solid color and it's like, I mean, this is the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Look at all these colors. Look at how they blend together. Look at how awesome this looks all together. This is the kind of thing that brings me joy. I understand that a lot of work goes into the black, but it just doesn't, it's not as exciting. I'm sorry. Anyway, so this is Grave Robbing Ass. The names, y'all. The names are what do it for me. And also, I don't know if you've noticed, on these name labels, there's like speckling. I only just noticed that the last couple of boxes. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that's intentional or if their printer just messed up, but I'm here for it either way. It's pretty cool. Okay, So that's probably enough of a video for today. That was a lot. I may go ahead and pre-film one or two videos just because then I don't have to worry about it over the weekend. It's kind of nice not filming over the weekend unless I feel like it or have time. And this weekend is busy. As a reminder, Sunday is a Zoom for the Lord of the Rings hashtag one Cal to rule them all, hashtag one Sal to rule them all. Also, one does not simply knit into Mordor, one does not simply stitch into Mordor, hashtag this is Arda. Hashtag all the hashtags. Megan is keeping track of our hashtags, which we came up with a lot. There's a lot of them. I really love the one does not simply knit or stitch into Mordor. Those are my favorites. Anyway, remember that is Sunday. If you're interested in signing up for it, make sure you get to Megan Plexic the. I'll try to put her screen name down here, tag her. Actually, she's half of Long Distance Stitchers, so you may be able to get her links from her YouTube as well, from that YouTube channel. So I'll tag them in the video. And try to remember to put her Instagram handle here so you can get to the links in her bio. So you can sign up for the Fellowship of Stitch if you want to join us in stitching or knitting your way to Mordor. And also if you want to sign up for the Zoom on Sunday. So, and I think that's it. I think that's it for now. I hope you're all having the best Friday that's available to you. I know life is really hard right now. I know lots of things are really difficult. Please take care of yourself. Please be kind to yourself, even if the world is not being kind to you. And I will see you again soon. Bye. Good morning, crafty friends. How are you today? Happy Saturday. It is the 28th of Vlogtober. Also the 28th of October. We are quickly getting to the end of these, which is both happy and sad. And not gonna lie, I was actually sitting here for a few minutes taking selfies because, I don't know, I'm feeling cute today. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I might have new headshots. We'll see. I don't know if the lighting is really that great in here. I need to actually get some backlighting, but that's future Jessi's problem. Anyway, hope you're having the best Saturday that's available to you. We're going to open up some tiny presents. There was something else that I was on the topics of, where is it? On the topic of countdowns. So this is my that's my punk rock unicorn countdown. I actually have ordered a food countdown. I'm only gonna get one. Well, I might get two. If I get the second one, it's not going to be a holovlog thing that I do, because the second one that I might get is what is that? It's the jelly company Bon Mammon. Bon Mammoth. Anyway, it's the jams and jellies company. I might get their jam and jelly, or jelly and honey advent, whatever it is, which I will just eat as I'll just open it over the course of the month as I see fit, because trying jelly on camera every day seems like a lot. But I'm interested in trying it because I love jams and jelly. So anyway, but the one that I got to share with y'all is actually from, it's a Japanese snack advent, and I am so excited for it. It just popped up on Instagram. I think it's Boksu. I believe it's Boksu. Bokksu. Boksu. And it's going to be, it says it's got 41 unique snacks in it. I think it said 41 unique snacks and some essential, like some extra little like fun things, but it's got lots of cultural stuff to talk about, like gift giving in Japan and different cultural aspects of things. And I'm here for that as much as I'm here for the snack. Sorry, work message. Because I'm pre-filming this, so of course there's a work message. I should have muted my work computer. Anyway, Anyway, so I'm excited. That should ship in early November. I purchased that already, and yeah, that's exciting. So that's the only food advent. I'm not gonna. It was too much trouble looking for a coffee and tea advent last year. It's too much trouble. The Japanese snack advent will be plenty. We'll have the cultural stuff. I don't know if it's going to be like a fact a day kind of situation or what, but it'll have some interesting cultural facts and stuff, which I will be happy to share. And then I'll open the millions of packages of yarn. So December's going to be chock full of things, that's for sure. Okay, so for today, let's go ahead and get into things. Probably going to be a short one today, but that's okay. So we've got our cesium yarn, 28. Ooh, that looks pink. Is that pink? Ooh, it's more like mauve. Mauve. I am your singing telegram. It's the singing telegram. So here's the color. That's a really pretty color. It's really nice. I like it a lot. So it's sort of a pinky lavender kind of color. Mauve. It kind of blends in with my skin a little bit. But yes, very, very pretty. And then for our ass vent from A Whimsical Wood. Looks like a green and black. Let's see what this is. Oh, interesting. So we have a little bit of, I don't know if you can see, there's like these neon pink and purple speckles in there. We got that acid green. That's a really cool blend of colors there. So this one is called Bride of Frankenass. Because why not? The names are amazing on these. I don't know why I'm putting them on my face today, but anyway. I think it's just because this is the easiest place to put it so you can see the differences in color. But there we go. There we go. There's today's. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be on the shorter side because that's all I have for you today. I don't have any progress to show you because I am pre-filming this, so I have nothing to show you. On Monday, I will hopefully have some things to some art of progress and also some Namarie tapestry progress. It may not be a lot of progress on Namarie, I'm gonna be honest, because I'm just haven't been in a stitchy place for a long time, but I'm gonna get some stitches in, enough for at least an official start, and we'll go from there. So hopefully Monday I'll have some things to show you as far as crafty things. Sorry, my shoulder really hurts. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you're having the best Saturday that's available to you, and I will see you again real soon. Bye.